Hi guys, today's video is prepping some pages so that I can have them for tags and whatnot. Just got my little DIY gesso, and I used paint to color it. This is one of my recipes. I've got so many it's not even funny. I just sort of mix them up to what I need at the moment when I need it. And it's just a light green coverage, so it'll be a good base. And I'm going to get a few in light green since my journal is St. Patrick's Day. And of course, everything in here can be gotten at Dollar Tree. But paint and inks and stuff are supplies, are tools that you would normally just have. And it dries. I mean, I literally just did this before I came on a camera, and it's basically almost dry. It's just a light coverage. Now, if I had glued them together and made them a little thicker, I could have sanded the words off and dulled them. And of course, I haven't done it on my channel, but other people have done it. Our big mama Sandy showed us how to use tape to take the words off of book pages. But I thought, you know what? I want quick, easy, and fast. Get a good base to build on and background. So getting some backgrounds here. I'm just a low-tech, do it quick, get it over with type person, using just my book base here, which is adding color to that page too, if I wanted to use it and tear it up for anything. While we're at it, a few more. Oh, I don't put two on here. Hear anything in the background? Kentucky is playing basketball. I'm from the state of Kentucky, if you all did not know that. And basketball in Kentucky is very important to a lot of people. Most of my family, but not me. I'm not a sports person. So if you hear that, and also my lovely Poe has decided to join me in here today. So there's no telling what he'll get into. Laying down right now, but that doesn't mean he will stay there. Most people would turn this to a new page and go on. I'm not. Just tear it off. It works just fine. Okay, now, what I do, you know when you paint and you have that little bit of paint left in there, but it's almost like no good? Well, I add water to it. And that's because when you make your homemade gesso, your texture paste or whatever, and you're coloring with paint, or if you just want washes, you would need water. So I keep a container, because I know you're throwing those away. Just put a little water in it and shake it up. And that's what I use to get this. And I think I'm going to do that to turn it just a little bit darker and see what I can get there. Never a waste. I have actually taken dried up paint, reconstituted it with water, and now, yes, it has texture, but reconstituted it and used it to do painty papers and on my jelly print and my DIY gel plates. And no, I don't mean you make your own gel print with all those stuff. No, literally, I use something that costs $1.25. And another idea I have that I tested out a little bit, but not, it's literally free. You've got it around your house. So, that old dried out paint that most people would just throw away, I was able to use it in decorating papers. And it's pretty cool. I like the results that they turned out with, because some of them do have the little texture in there, and that gives your paper interest. So, a little bit darker, a little bit different, just by adding a little extra paint. It really didn't change it all that much. And let's say I add too much paint and water, it makes it too thin, then I'll just sprinkle in a little bit more cornstarch. This particular one, I'm using cornstarch as my base. I know there are several recipes for DIY gesso out there, but I usually just use cornstarch because it's smooth. But and all my bases start the same, much like my glue. To get my different types of glue, I start with the same base. I do the same thing to get my gesso and my texture pastes. I start with the same base, and depending on how much dry is in there, depends what I make. And real quick, takes 30 seconds to mix it up. But there we go. I'm getting some other, and I'm going to continue, and I'm going to also do the back sides. And I'm going to use a darker and turn this darker in a minute and get some darker ones. But there's my tip for today, day 20, I believe. Or was it day 21? I can't remember. Anyway, there is my book page pocket tip idea for today.